co-host Audrey Jones.
And this podcast, we made it to just share our experiences as baristas and the differences that we share and the differences and similarities we share. Today, our special guest is going to be Jessie Franks, aka my coworker. And yeah, do you want to get into it?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, awesome. So, you work at she works at Starbucks. I work at a smaller coffee shop called Emmy's, and it's more of a cafe style. And I've been a barista for almost 5 years now.
Then I've been a barista for 6 months.
And I have had experience with working for like other corporation and also a mom and pop shop. I became a barista first when I was 17 and I'm 22 now. And I feel like I've gotten a lot of experience with both.
I started when I was 18, now 19. And originally, honestly, I got the job because I've always loved coffee and I've always loved to find like a good recipe. Like when you get a good coffee, you know, it just
feels
real good. And I wanted to do that for people. So I had to apply like 3 times. And I got it.
Yeah, we are building our podcast around the concept of coffee, and just because I feel like it's also a cultural thing on just how people connect is like over a cup of coffee. And I feel like especially when you want to catch up with a friend and you want to talk, you know, it's like, if I want to eat, then how am I going to eat and talk?
Exactly.
So then you just want to get coffee and be able to explain whatever you're doing. And then just coffee has such a large impact on people's lives that some people may not realize. Like almost every person I know starts off their day with a coffee, a matcha, something fun, maybe even a chai. I'm just going to go ahead and have our guests come out.
Jessie Franks, everybody.
Hello.
So,
my coffee.
Jessie has been my coworker for a year now?
Yeah.
Almost a year?
No, over a year.
Over a year, okay.
I've been working with Jeanette, like we said, about a year. I work front of house with Jeanette, so like serving, bussing tables, getting people pastries. Obviously, we have a full coffee bar, so we also have baristas, but that's all. It's the front of the house.
Yeah.
It's in the restaurant.
It's like just a blanket term for everybody who has to work with, like interact with customers.
Yeah, because the kitchen and
But,
also the back of house.
Yeah, so just like baristas is a set category for front of house.
And then about 3 months into working at Emmy's, I started just kind of like looking over the shoulder of whoever was on bar. I told the current manager that I wanted to learn how to make coffee for people, how to pull shots, how to steam milk. And then I started like learning officially and doing like practice tests and runs in barista in like January of 2025.
Yeah.
So, and then I actually started doing it like people paying for the drinks that I was making. I would say so like kind of like around the same time you started. I was officially doing
End of June, early July.
Yeah.
So your experience so far, how's it been?
It's been really fun. I love it. Obviously, everyone has their preferences on like their station in our cafe. I love barista. I also love being registered, but barista has taught me a lot about, I don't know, it's let you interact with customers and you obviously get to know the coffee orders, aka a 16-ounce iced oat milk latte, vanilla, extra sweet. Yeah. So it's really nice to get people to know people in that sense.
Yeah, like sometimes we don't even know their names.
Nope.
I don't know.
Iced coffee guy. We have two iced coffee guys.
Iced coffee guy with 2 ounces of simple syrup.
Yep.
That's how we know some people. Like we don't know their names.
Or the matcha lady who comes in with the pug. She hasn't been in for a while. Matcha. She always orders a small oat milk matcha, no sweetener.
Oh, I think she's a model, right?
Yeah, she's lovely. She's absolutely lovely. She's so polite and respectful. But like that is the extent of how we know people.
Yeah.
And in the same way, that's a way that we know people that maybe their friends don't. You know, like it's a nice way to connect with people. Also, you get to make really good coffee.
Yeah.
Seriously.
And sometimes you make a mistake and you gotta keep it.
Yep. Yeah.
And so, what's been your biggest learning moment so far since you've just like been getting started?
In a technical realm, you taught me the proper way to make an iced Americano because the creme is the thing that makes coffee taste good. Like, yes, you have coffee water, but if you don't have that creme on top, it's kind of just like bean juice.
Yeah,
like it's a little bit, it's hit or miss sometimes. So when I had first started learning kind of just on my own in terms of making an iced Americano, I would pull the shot first and then put sometimes even over ice, which was pretty funny. We won't talk about that. And then once you finished pulling the shot, you pour in cold water to then fill the cup and have your iced coffee. turns out that's not how you're supposed to do it. You're
No.
supposed to put in the ice, fill it with cold water, just up to about, 2 ounces of syrup, right? Or no, 2 ounces of espresso?
Yeah, each shot is around like 2 ounces.
Yeah, around 2. So then you
My job pool's doubles only, so it's not a single shot, it's 2.
yeah.
So yeah, it's around 2 ounces. So you think that was
Yeah, so then you leave that much room and then you pull the shot over the ice, and it keeps the flavor, and it's what differentiates like a good Americano from like
Yeah.
a
just
mediocre
like somebody else's Americano.
Yeah.
Especially we have pretty good coffee. Shout out to La Mill,
Yeah.
amazing coffee beans, love that. They're also locally owned with Alhambra.
So yeah, that was like my biggest technical learning moment.
Yeah.
But also it has taught me a lot about like when you get overwhelmed and when there's too much going on.
Yeah,
One of our other coworkers
Yeah.
was like, sometimes it's just gonna
Oh.
take 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Like no matter how fast you can
Mhm.
make the drinks, it's gonna
That's
take X
Yeah.
amount of time per ticket, and
I
that's
feel like
okay.
sometimes people, I totally understand being in a rush, especially in the morning when we're trying to beat traffic.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, you made a decision to come in here.
Coffee.
You are not the only person who wants this coffee. Please give me at least 5 minutes and I'll give it right out to you. It'll be exactly what you want.
And on the flip side of that, if you're in a rush and you have 15 tickets to get through, ask for help. Like,
Yeah.
you can do that. You can be like, hey, Jeanette, will you steam milk for me? Or hey,
Yeah.
Jeanette, can you like pour syrups while
Go get
you know-
ice for me.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's okay to ask for help because rushes happen, and like as a
Yeah.
team, you
Yeah.
want to give the best product
Yeah.
you can to your customers. And so if that means you're gonna need help and it's gonna take a few extra minutes, you'd
Yeah.
rather that than have someone walk out going, ew,
Yeah.
No, literally.
my iced vanilla latte
Sounds
was
like
terrible.
terrible. What's something positive or a core moment like of being a barista that like you feel like will always stick with you?
Oh, 100% the first time I had a customer come up for more than one of coffees. It was a cappuccino. And she ended up coming back up. She and the people she was with were there for like, probably arguably way too long. But I
Oh,
think
yeah,
they moved outside
for sure.
eventually. But she came in and she ordered her short cappuccino, which is just a lot of fluff. She
Yeah,
likes the
short
fluffy-
cappuccino, less milk,
Mhm.
but she wants it dry,
Yeah.
which is more foam.
Fluffy. So she came in and she ordered her first short cappuccino. Then she came back for another one. She was like, "It's so good. I want another one." And then she ended up coming back for a third one later. But she was like, "But I need it decaf because I don't want to like jitter out
Yeah.
of my chair." So that was like a nice moment where not only did I feel proud of like the work
Yeah.
that I had put into her coffees, but I was like, "Oh yeah, like this is something that makes someone's day. This is something
Yeah.
that people want to come back to, that they want to make a part of their." You also have to have respect for baristas because
Oh, literally.
A lot of people come in not knowing what the fuck they're
like
saying.
not knowing what they want.
And look, that's fine. Be honest about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't.
Like, ask
Like
questions.
I've had people come in and have their friend orders, and then their friend like the next person be like, "Oh yeah, I'll just have what they have,"
Yeah.
and I give it to them, and they're like, "This tastes like shit." I'm like, "Well, this is your friend's order, so
Mhm.
maybe you should order for yourself."
Yeah. And also just being kind. If you want it remade, we will absolutely remake anything for you if you're nice to us.
Yeah, if you're like, "Hey, I got this,"
Not at all what I was expecting.
Yeah,
or
I honestly, I don't have a big sweet tooth. Like, I
it's a
didn't
little
know
too sweet. Yeah.
I'm like, oh my god, yeah. Like, let's start off with a quarter sweet, and then like, if you want more sweet, let me
Come
know.
up and ask for it.
Yeah, and I'm more than happy to do it. If
Does
you,
Starbucks remake drinks?
Yeah, we have a whole method. It's the latte method.
well, it's all the time we have for you, Jess.
Thank you for having
Thank
me.
you so much for
Cheers.
coming and doing this.
Yeah, of course.
We're drinking the same drinks. Tiramisu at Phil's. So good.
Really good.
Delish.
Also, not espresso.
Yeah,
It's cold brew.
I love Phil's because they're fully cold brew based.
Yep.
Yeah.
Anyway,
All right.
Thank you.
Jess, so much.
Thank you.
Great having you. All right. So takeaway,
Literally.
and yeah, and then attitude in the mornings.
I just realized you cannot hear me ask Audrey, but my question was, how does she feel like her attitude affects people's days, especially in the mornings when we're the ones who set the tone for the day?
I would say I feel like, especially opening, because my store opens at 4:30, so our shift starts at 5, and we don't normally get off until either like 8:30 or 12:30 is normal morning shift. So it's really hard to be like chipper, but obviously you have,
Yeah.
that's like what you have to do. And then the customers, they kind of just, it's a very, in mornings we get a lot of more rude and attitude people because everybody has just woken up, but also
Yeah.
they're like, I need to be somewhere. And I'm like, okay, well, there's 15 other people, you're gonna have to wait a minute. And I feel like they lose that,
At least in that moment, I feel like since they deem themselves more important, like their time, it just makes them be rude.
exactly.
I would say I don't get that often in the mornings, at least for me, like same thing. But we open at 7:30, so it's a 3-hour difference. I would say at least for when everyone in the morning would come in, whoever is opener, we all like don't talk to each other when we open. But it's like a mutual understanding. I am not upset with you, but I woke up 10 minutes ago.
literally.
Don't talk to me.
Literally.
But once we open, we're like, all right, like, what's going on with you?
Yeah.
Like, what's going on with
No,
you?
and I've watched it sometimes through the window. I'll be like walking to
Oh,
Starbucks
she's
in the
watched me
morning,
before through like the window.
and I saw John. Okay, not in a weird way, but I saw John and you, and John was so like whatever, and you looked so locked in. I was like, oh, she's tired. Like it's early.
Yeah.
It's early.
But I would say I think it's really important. Like I try my best to have even if it's early, like some people don't want to be up, and that girl me too. It's so important to have a good attitude in the morning, just because for some people we're the first people they see, the first people they talk to,
And you don't know what they're going
Yeah.
through either.
and the impact is just so. It's just so different, like from knowing someone right when they wake up.
Exactly.
And I don't know, like I feel like our support system is important, especially when the fires happen.
Yeah, for sure.
A lot of people didn't have their houses, and they would come in and they would just sit there, which is great. They would sit there for hours to charge their devices and just have some feeling of normalcy. Because a lot of people came in, they were regulars or they were just like lives in the area and lost their homes. And I remember we encouraged them, like, if you want to stay here the entire day, you stay here the entire. If this is what you need, stay here.
Yeah.
And I think like that's so important. Like the support system, not only we provide, but like most coffee establishments
Yeah.
do. Like we shape people's days and we just support them as much as we can.
Thank you for tuning in to Milk Alternatives.
I'm Jeanette.
I'm Audrey.
And shout out to Jessie Franks for coming out and being here with us. If you want to find us on social media.
Yes.
Milk Alternatives with an extra I in alternatives. And you can follow Jessie Franks on Instagram.
Yes.
Thanks.
I
Bye,
could
guys.
go back and give her a squeeze, myself at 13, and just let her know